So far, the people that are responsible for Doctor Who Season 14 have blamed their failure on the transphobes. Shout out Jinx Monsoon. Russell T. Davies has blamed the release time, especially on Disney Plus, as a reason. And now you have Ncuti Gatwa, fresh off of telling people to just simply go touch grass, that no, it's actually racists. It's all of them. They have officially ran the gamut, guys. Doctor Who isn't just simply a bad show. It's all of those biggest ists and phobes that are out there that are causing the downfall of the show. It couldn't be that it was just abysmally written and acted. No. It's that there are hateful people at play. Oh yeah, we understand. It's just when you think that they're in front of the television screen and the only hateful people are in front and behind the camera. Doctor Who actor Ncuti Gatwa blames racism for viewers abandoning the show. It's just really sad for them. No, guys, it's sad for you because you're trying to fill out theaters. You're trying to fill out theaters, and you're out there blaming the weather. You say that the reason that we had bad ratings for the first couple episodes for that big 2-episode season premiere. Is because we had unseasonably nice weather. But you think at the end of June in the UK, where summer is the nicest day of the year, you think that you're going to be able to sell out a cinema, okay? Best of luck to you. Grand finale to be screened in cinemas across the UK. BBC Studios and Cinema Live have joined forces to bring the Doctor Who finale to cinema screens across the UK on the 21st of June, 2024. Tickets go on sale at 9 o'clock today. Don't worry, guys. I will leave a link to this tweet in the description down below. So if you're in the UK, I'm sure tickets will still very much be available. Even though by the time that you're watching it, it is well past the time that tickets have already gone on sale. But trust me, if big budget films like Ghostbusters, Argyle, Madam Web couldn't even sell out theaters, what hope do you have for a series that has so far produced such illustrious ratings like a 4.01, lowest season premiere in series history outside of the pilot episode, 3.91, so 100,000 people not turning in, and then you take a look at the overnights on that one, 2.4, and then down to a 2.2, and then of course the most recent episode barely scraping by 2 million overnight, which I would imagine this weekend, once we get this, oh my god, guys, it's the best episode yet. 73 yards. Millie Gibson led Dr. Light episode. I'm sure it's going to do, it might get to 1.9. It might. I bet you we see under 2. I bet you. I'm thinking in the back of my mind, it probably tops out 1.94. That might end up being the highest. That's just the number that immediately came to mind once I'm looking at that, because there's no way in hell this thing is doing anything on the screen, let alone at the cinema. Wish you luck for that one, but everybody else is also wishing you luck in as many words. But let's talk about racism, shall we? Doctor Who actor Ncuti Gatwa blamed viewers abandoning the show on racism, because of course he has no other cards to play. He already played the homophobe card, so now he's got to go with, oh, you hate me because I'm black. No, I don't hate you at all, first and foremost. I just think you're hilarious. You're not a good doctor, and that's your bad casting. Like, outside of that, I got nothing against you. If you want to play another nameless Ken in the Barbie sequel, go for it. It's probably good casting for you. But as the doctor, yeah, you ain't got it. What you do have is a bunch of excuses. In an article published by NPR on May the 10th, the day before the Series 14 released its first 2 episodes in Space Babies and The Devil's Court. That's hilarious, right? Because I've heard a bunch of bad stuff about Space Babies, and then I didn't hear anything about Devil's Court. Like, it's just also generic slop that's out there. But no, yeah, Ncuti Gatwa blamed racism for why people were abandoning the show. No, it's just your guys' promotion of the show. It's your guys' execution of the show. Because outside of trying to blame everybody else for your preemptive failure, like, how are you marketing this show? It's going to be a lot of singing and dancing. It's going to be a lot of modern day politics, and it's going to be a focus on diversity at a time when that stuff is finally starting to fade in public favor, even though it has for a very long time. It's just now people people are finally getting more overt as we're seeing the numbers, even with companies desperately trying to hide them as best as possible. Like, people are done with this stuff. Like, you might have been able to float it in 2014, 2016, that time when outrage and people were actually scared of being called racist, bigots, homophobes, transphobes, whatever else you want to throw out there. And that would carry some weight by the scared and uninitiated. But now, if you don't wake up and if you don't have an opinion that would get you labeled as a racist or a sexist or a bigot or a homophobe on social media today, you're not an interesting person. You're not having fun. Might be out there touching grass. He told the outlet, I don't want to diminish racial aggression at all, but for me personally, I find it fascinating that it matters so much to these people. Nobody's talking about this, bro. Like, they look at you and go, oh, black doctor. Okay, is he good? Is he a good cast for the role? Oh, no, right, wait, you take a look at his resume and you take a look at what it prioritizes. Oh, that doesn't scream doctor at all. Oh, well, race has nothing to do with it, but I don't want to make it an issue. It's all about those other people. It's always projection, man. Every single time. Whenever they call you one of those dismissive terms, because, well, hey, you have substance to your arguments. Like I said, it's not written very well. It's written for a niche group that, guess what, has the amount of reach that a series made for a niche group ultimately gets. Diminishing returns, you're going to have to explain away failure. But if you come with that, or if you come at them with that type of logic and reasoning, well, that sounds like an attack. To the emotionally driven individual, the words of empiricism sounds like hatred. When you're saying that the writing is contradictory, when the dialogue is redundant, you can go after the writer and say that you're not very good at your job for this, and this reason. When you're spending multiple shots, multiple scenes telling a trans person how stunning and brave they are, and then couple them with, one of the most awkward pronoun exchanges on broadcast television, you have to scratch your head and wonder, who greenlit this? Like, what are we doing? But those are faults with the show, because that takes you out of what would otherwise be a sci-fi show. But no, you're just a bigot for bringing that up, right? You're going to limit yourself from a show that you claim to love, but you also claim to represent, but you don't like anything about it. You just simply want to change it to things that hold to your strengths. Weird. Because you don't like something about someone's appearance or their race. Well, race is kind of based on appearance. Okay, like, that's just kind of the way the race works, you weirdo. And Gatwa added, it's really sad for them. No, it's kind of sad that every single time that you're asked about the failures of your project, you need to go ahead and fall back on immutable characteristics. Again, that's the iron law of projection. Anywho, Gatwa's comments are not out of the ordinary. Has an article published by Variety on April 25th. The Gatwa addressed Doctor Who fans who might not be happy with his casting, saying, don't watch, turn off the TV, go touch grass, please, for God's sake. And you know what? Hey, man, it's kind of crazy, right? Because you take a look at the viewership in the aftermath of that, and, well, they listen to a black guy. So are they racist for taking orders from a black guy? Are they racist for not watching? Like, can you clarify that in another interview? Or do these outlets now look at somebody who's drawing 2 million eyeballs and go, yeah, we don't interview nobodies? All of these comments came in the wake of Gatwa's debut episode having the second worst ratings of any premiere of The Doctor. Yeah, and the only one that did worse was the series premiere in 1963. Except, unlike Gatwa's tenure, the second episode just about, it over doubled its audience. Anyways, Church on Ruby Road, which debuted on Christmas Day, only saw viewership hit 4.7 million in overnight numbers. Yeah, and the consolidated, well, actually, we can go check. I don't even need to theorize on that. Yeah, was 7.49, the lowest ever for a Christmas Day special. Again, good luck on filling up those cinemas. Interestingly, the ratings for Doctor Who have continued to decline since Gatwa's comments. Oh, shucks. As reported by Doctor Who, Space Babies overnight, 2.6. Devil Scored, 2.4. Boom, 2.04. Consolidated figures have also been released for Space Babies and Devil Scored. We already looked at those in the consolidated. Yeah, you'll probably see that by the next time that I talk about Doctor Who. I couldn't imagine it's going to end up hitting any of those type of numbers. It's going to be yet another abysmal failure that'll leave Ncuti Gatwa reaching for excuses, reaching for reasons that everybody else is to blame except for him, Russell T Davies, and their absolute dog water plot, characters and themes. It's a shame, man, because if you weren't saddled with all of that crap, people might have actually gave the little gay black Rwandan doctor a chance. But oh well, sucks to suck, I guess. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo, and I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.